This video is brought to you by Moomoo. If you guys want up to 10 free stocks, join Moomoo using the link in the description down below. This promotion ends on August 30th, so act fast because it will be going away. But with that being said, let's get right into today's video. Hello and what is going on, everyone? My name is Hootmoney. I've got another video for you guys today. Today we are going to be talking about Bed Bath & Beyond stock, or ticker symbol BBBY, because this stock has quite literally taken over the internet, and it's the #1 stock trending on Reddit right now. We've got Cramer tweeting about it, so it's gonna be a very fun update for you all. So drop a like on the video if you guys enjoyed this content. Subscribe to the channel if y'all are new. Make sure you guys join Hootmoney's free Discord. The link is in the description down below. But with that being said, let's just jump right into today's video. Also, if you guys wanted to join an investing community where we talk about short squeeze stocks, use a variety of different tools, different analysis, and pretty much just bank up on the stock market, you can join Hootmoney Trade Alerts. That's the first link in the description, first link in the pinned comment. It'll take you to this landing page where you can sign up. But if you just wanted to join the Discord, join the Hootmoney community, you can do that well. That link is also down below in the description. So first things first, we got Cramer tweeting this morning that Bed Bath & Beyond is another great opportunity to issue shares, so to dilute the stock, and they won't take it. So with that being said, and it's funny because there's this little furu alert right here, and it say that Cramer first mentioned this stock at $10 per share, probably being bearish. Right now it's at $15 per share. So if you shorted Cramer on his tweet, you'd be down 50%. So always inverse Cramer right here. So the fact he tweeted Bed Bath & Beyond, I mean, that's a good reason why we're up 10% today, if you ask me. It's also trending here on Reddit, as you guys can see. Ape Wisdom, it is the #1 stock right here. Using my internal Reddit scanner, it was also the #1 stock. Another algorithm that we use for Reddit is this sentiment indicator. Now, basically what it uses, and I'd like to thank a member of Hootmoney Trade Alerts for programming this, is it measures the price difference and post difference on Reddit, and with that we can come up with an algorithm to see when it could be a good time to buy. And the general strategy here is that it is a decent time to be buying when the post difference on Reddit, so the change in posts, increase on a day more than the price increases on the day. So when this green line is above the red line, so for example right here would have been a fantastic entry point, even right here, because even though it's on the higher end, right, of the indicator, it's still more posts than the price has actually moved. Next day, it absolutely gapped up. So since then, since we saw this gap up, we actually have not seen any green on the indicator. The first time that it actually gave a green was back here on 7/22, and that would have been an excellent price down here at $5 per share before this all even ran. Basically, in order for it to get the green means go on the indicator, the price has to go down while the post differential has to be going up. So we haven't actually seen a day like that since, because it was climbing. But there still has been some good opportunities. Right now, it's definitely a little bit of a chase on some of these shorter time frames, like the daily chart. But with that being said, we have to get into the monthly chart right here, because the monthly chart is actually set up pretty phenomenally. If we're just taking a look at Cipher, which is the tool that I personally use to do technical analysis, you can find a link in the description if you guys wanted to check it out. Also, Hootmoney Trade Alerts, we do have a full Cipher tutorial. That's the first link down there in the description. The general strategy with Cipher is this red money flow right here. When it's curving up and coming back up to the upside, that makes for a very good opportunity to be going long. You also have these green dot signals down here. These green dot signals are buy signals. So when there is a green dot, that means that there's going to be a buy. If those green dots happen when these yellow little, it's a modified VWAP, when the yellow crosses over this 0 point. So technically speaking, we are looking very, very, very good on the monthly chart, which is probably the best time frame for Cipher, because the monthly chart it's just the biggest time frame. It's the most macro. So with that being said, we are oversold. We are on the oversold territory right now. We've got the yellow about to cross over, about to get that green dot, and we've got money flow coming up. So this is the exact type of chart you want to be looking at on Market Cipher. Now, since it's on the monthly chart, it could be overbought on some lower time frames. So we jump into that weekly chart. It's still not too overbought, right? We're still on that minus momentum right here below the 0 point, still pointing up on that VWAP. We're still chilling right there, but the daily chart's where it gets a little spicy. But it is also rejecting. So you can see that it was getting ready to print a red dot, right? It's on the upside now. Before it was on the downside. On the daily chart, we are on the upside. We have very high RSIs. It's a very, very, very strong chart because relative strength is high. But with that being said, it's more added risk because it can come right back down. Now, with that all being said, it's continuing this momentum clearly. The VWAP right here was going to cross over to the downside. It didn't. It pointed right back up. We also have this red money flow right here coming right back up. So this could stay overbought more than a short seller can remain solvent, but that doesn't mean it's a good entry right here. I always say to wait for that pullback, because it's always added risk buying when it's a lot higher, right? 4-hour chart as well. It's not looking amazing. There's some bearish divergence here on Market Cipher. I definitely think we could get a nice pullback like we saw right over here. Once again in Bed Bath & Beyond, 4-hour chart, Lux Algo's also telling the take profits right there. So that's another sign. But let's look at the bearish divergence right here. If we connect this red dot to this red dot, boom, you guys can see it is in a downtrend right there. But then when we connect right here, the candle to the next candle, that's in an uptrend. So this is bearish divergence because the indicator is going down, but the price action is going up. So I'd say it's probably pretty likely to see some consolidation, but that doesn't mean that it's bearish, right? Because we still have daily chart going into green money flow and monthly chart also going into that green money flow, potentially getting that buy signal very soon. So on longer time frames, it's still looking good. It's just a little overshot on those shorter time frames. And also, we've got some more juice to talk about. I still think there's definitely some upside left here. If we look at the Ortex data, it's 50% shorted right now, 176% cost to borrow. Now, I think that cost to borrow actually jumped up today. It's really jumping up there. Like this is really a crazy little stock going on right here. Utilization still 100%, 4 days to cover. Everything is looking perfect in terms of the short squeeze statistics. We don't have to dwell on that. Number 3 on Fintel's short squeeze leaderboard right there. 0 shares available to short as of 3 hours ago. That's exactly what you want to see. You don't want no shorties having any shares left. And then we're seeing the borrow rate start to spike up for the first time as of Friday. So that's also amazing. We have plenty of short exempt volume on the stock. I believe the float of this stock is about 69 million. So it's not too crazy in terms of free float, but it will be adding up probably about 5 to 10% of the free float short exempted. That's essentially a naked short. If it continues to trend upwards, that's just some extra pressure for shorts to actually cover if they cannot locate a share. Considering that there's 0 shares available, they might not be able to locate a share and turn this into genuine short interest. Again, more buying pressure for Bed Bath & Beyond. Moving into the institutional options flow. The institutional options flow is different than the unusual whales options flow because it looks for options flows that are likely made by institutions. A lot of the trades on this options flow use the PHLX exchange, which is usually utilized by institutions when they're making large block trades. Unusual whales flow just has everything, including CBOE, which is the main options exchange. So institutions right here are betting very, very bullish. Today is 8.15, and then Friday was 8.12. Both of these days, we have seen excess of $1 million worth of premium paid. Today, we saw a $55 strike price for January of 2023. That's super out of the money. That's over 200% out of the money right there. 250% out of the money. That's insane. That's an insane jump up right there. 266%, I think, to be exact, is how out of the money this contract is, and that is for January of 2023. We also have some out of the money contracts right here. $17 strike for this Friday. It's trading at $14 right now. That implies that we have some upside. And then on Friday, there was also $1 million worth of premium right there on the call options. Now we're going to take a look at the unusual whales options flow because it is similarly super bullish. Right now we're looking at $100,000 worth of premium or more. We pull up the chart right here. That is 93% bullish, completely riddled by these 2023 options right there. The ones that we just looked at, the $1 million worth of premium that we saw. And now let's take a look at the weekly options because weekly options can give a general estimate of what sentiment is. So if we're scrolling down here, plenty of calls and puts. If we take a look at the chart, it's still very, very bullish. A lot of people are going more in the money, though, on these weekly calls, taking a little bit less risk because the expiration is obviously risky. Only 1 week until expiration. 77% bullish premium there as well. Super bullish, guys. I'd still wait for that pullback on that 4-hour chart if it happens, but again, maybe $12 per share for that very good entry, but it's still just looking absolutely incredible right here. All right, so looking at some of the open interest changes for Bed Bath & Beyond, we can get an idea of what big money or what's changing in the options market. So we're going to look at the highest open interest increase right here. As you guys can see, the two biggest contracts are the $10 put for this Friday and then the $15 call for this Friday. Now, to me, those just look like hedges since the price is trading in between that range. Perhaps short sellers are hedging using calls and then longs are hedging using puts. That would make sense. What really stands out to me is the $45 call right here for 819 got an insane amount of open interest, and the current open interest is at 31,000. So 4,600 added contracts as of last Friday, and now we are seeing a total of 31,000 estimated open interest, and this is for this Friday. And again, guys, over 200% out of the money right there. So that's a super interesting contract, and that's why I wanted to bring this up to you guys. Max paying this Friday is going to be at $10 per share. That is below the current stock price of $14 per share right now, which does imply some downside risk. Max paying is the price where buyers of call options and buyers of put options lose the most amount of money cumulatively, and then the sellers of those contracts make the most amount of money. It basically means that the market maker gets absolutely loaded up because they're usually the ones who are selling these contracts. And with that, the market maker is likely going to be manipulating the price to $10 if they can. Lately, max pains have not been hitting because the market has just been absolutely incredibly bullish. So I'm not going to just say that max pain is going to hit. That's probably one of the least conviction statistics of this entire video that I've seen right now. Also, gamma exposure is absolutely through the roof. There's an insane gamma ramp right here, all the way up to $29 per share and even higher because, again, those $45 strike prices have a decent amount of open interest there. So I'm not saying it's going to happen, but maybe it happens. Here we have $15 as a very, very big place, big inflection point where there could be extra gamma juice, and then $20 a share as well. It should move violently over those strike prices, so it'll be fun to trade regardless. Guys, that's about it for the video today. I hope you all enjoyed. Drop a like if you guys did. Subscribe to the channel if y'all are new. Bed Bath & Beyond to the freaking moon, baby. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. If you guys wanted to join the Discord, the links are down below. Hootmoney trade alerts. Again, first link in the description, first link in the pinned comment section. Join up. It's an amazing community where we talk about different short squeeze opportunities, and we've had an absolutely phenomenal 2022 so far, so feel free to join that. First link in the description down below. That's all I got for now. I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace out.